2.
Big breath from Javi14. He now is feeling the weight of the situation. LCOP just checking his face. I think I'm doing all right.
And you're reminded on the side of your screen there, Vivo Key taking that 2v2 set, Nova taking back-to-back 1v1 sets, and that first 1v1 set, Javi fell to Little Chen, and now 1 game away for Nova Esports.
And another high battle ram coming from a Vivo Key player.
A 6 elixir response out of LCOP, so maybe that's what they're going for, but it doesn't matter if you get a 6 elixir response and then you leak 6 elixir. What's that all about? Maybe early on, maybe?
Who knows? Absolutely wild. I mean, that might have been from the opening, I'm thinking.
And an interesting NATO there, mitigating all the damage.
Just LCOP saying, you're not going to do anything to me. I'm not letting anything happen here.
Yeah, he probably recognized that Wizard was a little too low to activate King Tower, and that was a nice, a positive 1 elixir trade.
So here we are, a spam variation coming now from Javi14 with the Dark Goblin and the Goblin Gang, and now again we're seeing NATO and Tombstone. Do we expect an Ice Wizard here as well, or the Baby Dragon and Electro Dragon sufficient with this combination?
That's actually a very, very good question. It could be sort of double Dragon, Royal Giant deck. It could be Golem with this combination. We've definitely seen Golem decks with these cards. Fireball coming in.
And Javi playing fast and loose right now, trying to get that Dark Goblin on tower. Not going to work. So here he follows up with the Goblin Gang. Maybe, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Okay, now with the Tombstone out of cycle, this is where Javi needs to create a big push. There's no building to respond to the Battle Ram. However, that E-Drag is so brutal in stopping any card with the charge, whether it be the Bandit, whether it be the Dark Prince, or the regular Prince, or obviously the Battle Ram. And there is the Royal Giant.
And there you go, Royal Giant immediately ramming in the opposite lane. And now the Pekka is down, so a little bit of Pekka E-Wiz bridge spam with some Goblin variants inside.
And now this is a very interesting matchup because obviously the Pekka is going to make quick work of that Royal Giant. Does get the log in on the Dark Goblin. Now he needs to support this Pekka. He's been leaking a decent amount of elixir, but it is even with LCOP.
I think that log might have been a bit of an overspend there. That Royal Giant was going down anyway. Maybe he was trying to get an extra shot, but now it looks like Javi14 starting to take control of the action.
Yep, and now this Battle Ram is going to be caught by that E-Drag, but it should create a lane for this Royal Ghost.
And the E-Wiz not going to do enough to stop all the shots from the Lumberjack.
Wow, and all those units just went down immediately on the right-hand side of the screen. It looked like we might have a huge amount of damage coming for Javi14. And he gives out the thanks because he gets the Royal Ghost in the left-hand lane, but picked up quickly by the Lumberjack.
We are now in sudden death overtime. Javi14 cannot lose a tower, or that is it for Vivo Key.
This is it. This is the biggest game of the day. LCOP just moments away from maybe securing the very first CRL World Finals for Nova Esports.
Royal Giant in the back and to be easily met by this Pekka, although you might see potentially the E-Drag going to support that Royal Giant and get in the Pekka's way a little bit.
You know what has to happen here, Rich? That Royal Ghost has to be the hit factor for Javi14. There's no way he's breaking through with the Battle Ram, with the Tombstone, with the E-Drag. He has got to figure out a way to get that Royal Ghost to do his dirty work.
And there we go. The Battle Ram does get on top.
Connect.
Royal Ghost taking it to the top.
Oh my gosh, that's tower down.